Hello and welcome to the Bangers Only podcast.
Be sure to check us out on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcast.
We hope you guys enjoy it.
Peace. Welcome back. I hope everyone enjoyed our little recap of our sophomore year in the last episode.
Yeah, something a little different. We're going back to the usual though this week, giving the people what they want with our discussion on Doja Cat.
Yeah, and I'm honestly confused as to why this was like so highly requested. Like, I don't know, like, what is it about Doja Cat that people really want to hear us talk about?
I don't know. She's interesting. She's quite a character. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. But all right. I mean, I guess let's just hop into it
Sure.
and go from there. I think that's the only thing we can do.
Okay.
Yeah. So Doja Cat. Do you want to start? Do you want me to start? Or
Uh, you can start. I mean, I don't have much.
well, all I know is that she has like two actual like complete albums,
Right.
and she has like that one. There's like this one EP called Purr, which is like deep down. I think it was like a 2014 project that she
Yeah.
did. But I mean, I don't really have much to say about Purr except I liked the EP more than I liked her more recent albums,
Oh, really?
if that makes sense. Yeah. It's super sample heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and I think in her song "No Police," on at least on that track, did you listen to that one? You're nuts on that.
And we've so funny thing about that song is I've written a song to a beat that uses that same sample. So when I heard it,
The
I was
same
like,
sample.
I was like, that's a
Yeah,
really
I heard
popular
it.
sample. And something interesting though is that she would have been 18 when she released that project.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because she's 24,
Interesting.
and you said 2014
Okay.
is when it came out.
2014, so 6 years. Yeah, that makes sense. So she was 18
That's kind of
when
crazy.
she released that EP. Which is not bad. I mean, obviously the production quality wasn't the greatest right there.
Mm-hmm.
But Purr kind of like put her name out there, to for like everyone to be like, well, okay, well, who is this Doja Cat chick?
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
So I think it was very crucial in her career. Even though it wasn't produced at the highest level, but that did open up doors for her to, make better pieces of work.
Yeah, I agree. Well, as for a little bit of background first, I know that she's from California. I don't know much about California, but like Tarzana, I don't know where that is.
Tarzana, yeah, that's like pretty close to me.
Oh, cool.
It's in the valley somewhere. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's where she's from. And that's about all I got in terms of background. I mean, she's 24.
Yeah.
Uh, and I know that she went viral with that song "Moo" in
Moo.
2018.
I think it was her video that made her viral. Yeah, I think the song "Moo" was just out there, but I think it's the video that made her big.
Oh, true. Yeah, I remember seeing
100%
that
sure
all
on
over
that.
the place.
Yeah. Anyways, so Purr was really cool. It's a honestly, I think I liked it for like the simplicity of it. It was super like sample heavy, if that
Mhm.
makes sense. Like they she did a really good job, her 18-year-old self using samples in a creative way. I mean, obviously in what was it, No Police?
Yeah.
Like that one. That sample's been used over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
But what was I gonna say? I think she did a good job for it being an 18-year-old project, like a little first EP kind of drop.
Yeah.
I thought it was a good. I know she made some earlier stuff like on SoundCloud,
Really, I didn't
but
listen to that.
I didn't listen to that either. I read about it that she had some other stuff, but like I didn't bother to go look at it.
Yeah, it's
But
a nice little kind of opening EP to her.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And yeah, go ahead. My bad.
it wasn't like the first thing of hers that I'd ever heard or anything, but like I can see where like if you had been following her for a long time, it would be kind of like it'd be cool to see the evolution from that to kind of where she came afterwards. And her style, it has changed, but she's stayed very true to herself, I feel like, in terms of what she does.
I feel like she has stayed true to herself in a way of like her like weirdness.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. Like in No Police, she was making up the siren noises with her mouth. Is that your dog?
Yeah, that was my dog.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I've never heard him make a noise like that.
Well, the thing is, he's been wanting his dinner earlier lately, which kind of is annoying, but because he usually eats at 4, but I don't. He starts getting weird about it starting at 3. So if we keep
That's
hearing
funny.
him, then we keep hearing him. But that's what it is.
It's fine. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Guess we have a special guest now on the podcast.
Yeah, that's Ido.
First one.
My boy.
There we go. But like I was saying, like she keeps like her weirdness in all her songs. Like with the No Police, she makes a siren like with her voice. Like she sings a siren.
Yeah.
And it's pretty funny, but it works with the song.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like a lot of her music kind of like brings inspiration from like reggae music.
Yeah.
And she puts like a trap twist into it and then turns it into pop. It's really weird what she does.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Because she had this one song. It was on Amala,
Amala.
However you pronounce that, I don't know. But
I think it's Amala. But
it's like her name, I think, is the title of the project.
It's like the first part of her name.
Yeah. But she has a song on there with some like reggae artist.
I forgot which one it was too. But what was I saying? What were we talking about? Oh, the song with the reggae guy.
Yeah.
Let me see.
But I remember when I heard it, I was like, oh, that really compliments her.
Oh yeah, it was Wine Pon You.
Oh yeah. I wasn't a huge fan of that song, but it
threw me off when he came in and started singing, and I was like, wait, or what's going on here? But then it just kind of confirmed the reggae inspiration, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she kind of keeps that throughout all her music. Is like, I don't know why she chooses like reggae, or if it's like unintentional, but it works with what she does.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you feel the same way about this, but I prefer her singing instead of rapping.
I agree. Yeah, especially when she does like full on rapping, when it's like less melodic. I just don't think it's her best sound. Because she has a great voice when it comes to singing.
She has a good voice, yeah. And I think for me, she just sounds like another Nicki Minaj when she raps. And
she does.
I feel like the world doesn't need another one of her.
Right.
Like I'm just leave it at one Nicki and I'll call it a day.
Yeah.
And I feel like when she raps, she's not unique in any way. She's just, recreating what she, everyone else already sounds like.
Yeah, I agree.
And I don't know, it gets boring. There it is.
Yeah. But especially when because like her content is like not very diverse. Like she'll talk about the same stuff like all the time. Oh, voice crack, Jesus Christ. But the rapping, is she'll find like creative ways to like flow and stuff. And I think something she does really well is she writes really good hooks. Like her songs are very catchy.
They're catchy, and because they're like almost in a way kind of mindless. Like you're not really thinking about it.
Yeah.
You're just like, okay, this is catchy. I'm with it.
Yeah, it's just like fun music. It's not like nothing to take too seriously. But moving on to Amala, however you pronounce it.
Yeah.
That's actually my favorite project of hers.
Mine too. Well, I think for me it was her EP, and then it goes to Amala.
Okay. Well, yeah. So I feel like we probably feel the same way about Hot Pink then.
Yes, we do.
But before we get to that, I there were some songs on Amala that like surprised me that I was actually like enjoying when I was listening to like quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Especially the song Candy. I don't know why I like that song so much.
Candy was good.
It's kind of a
I liked
banger.
Candy. Yeah.
It has that kind of like R&B trap like production
Mm-hmm.
where it's like really like warm with the kind of like distorted like analog bass and stuff. Like it's a cool song. The production on that album is really great.
Yeah. I liked Roll With Us on that
Yeah.
album. Just like that sample in the beginning with some, I want to say it's electric guitar.
Hmm.
It's even super like processed, you know? And it's like, you don't think it's going to go into how it does. And then it goes straight into like a trap beat. And then obviously with her super catchy hook, Roll With Us.
Yeah. I like that song.
And I don't know. It was really good. And like I said before, she does a really good job at, you know, using samples to her advantage
Hmm.
and making them work. Like in her song, what was it? In her song Fancy,
Yeah.
she has that like what is it, like that classical sample?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like
I don't know that I can't remember the name of that song right now, but if you hear it, you'll know what
yeah,
I'm
it's a
talking
very
about.
recognizable like kind of
Yeah.
string like
And the way yeah, and the way she comes in from that into her trap beat, it's like, dude, like how do you do that?
yeah.
How? You know, but she makes it work, and I think that's one thing I do like about Doja Cat is her use of samples, and whoever produced that, like, really good job on that.
Yeah, and that type of thing really kind of like establishes her individuality. Like she's very different, and
Mm-hmm.
it might not work for a lot of people, but it works for a lot of people too. So, um,
Yeah.
yeah, and I like that project. The Go to Town was actually one of the first songs of hers I've ever heard. I heard that like because I heard the Moo song, and then I like just
Yeah.
looked her up because I was curious, and that song I heard on SoundCloud, and I like that song.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny, but it's just a fun song. The production is great. I love
Yeah.
the 808 in there.
Oh yeah, it was really cool. Like when I heard that immediately off the rip, when I heard "Go to Town," I was like, all right, automatically, I know the production quality of this whole album is like way higher than her EP.
Yeah.
And like I was excited because I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get some great music out of this.
Hmm.
And I honestly I wasn't let down. Everything kind of made sense to me.
Yeah,
You
it's a
know?
very I want to say like it's a classy project because like it maintains its quality throughout. It's clear that she put a lot of work into it in terms of like building up her sound and establishing herself. Like this was her like debut album, so um,
Yeah.
I don't know. I like it. It's a good
Um.
project.
Yeah. And then in her deluxe version of that album, she added Juicy, Tia Tamara, and Moo
Oh yeah,
to it,
yeah.
which is, I mean, it's not bad, but like Juicy, it's catchy.
It's catchy.
It's so catchy, but I feel like the sample. I feel like it's Did you ever hear Mac Miller's Best Day Ever?
Oh yeah. Hmm.
So like this, I feel like it's that sample just backwards, or like I don't know.
For
It's so
Juicy.
similar though. For
Oh wait, yeah.
Juicy,
I can hear that low key.
like I'm just waiting. Like when I heard that, I was like, "Am I listening to Mac right now?" And I was like, "This doesn't sound right. Is this like a remix? What's happening?" But it ended up being Juicy, and I was like, "Okay." I mean, I guess.
She uses very
You know.
popular samples that I've noticed.
Yeah, which is not bad.
It's cool. The way that they're flipped. But yeah, Tia Tamara was also one of the earlier songs of hers that I heard.
Yeah.
And
Nah, but Juicy's definitely, honestly, it's a banger. I like it.
yeah,
I don't care about what other people will say about it. Like, I like it. It just, I don't know, it gets me going sometimes.
that's good.
Tia Tamara with Rico Nasty, not really a fan of that song.
Yeah, me neither. It's kind of annoying.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
it was just
Doja
like,
Cat
oh my
fans.
gosh. I'm like, please just stop. It was cringe. It was really cringe, if
Yeah,
that makes sense. Just like what was going
I
on.
know that people love that song. There's another
Yeah,
song
I
that kind
will.
of gives me the same vibes. I'm gonna find it really quick. It's well, we'll get to Hot Pink in a sec, but
Yeah, well, while you're looking for that, I'll talk about Moo.
wait, hold on, you
Like,
got unplugged real quick.
I like Moo is just a funny song. Like, it's hard to take it seriously,
Yeah, I think
you
that's the
know?
point though.
Yeah, but it's great. It's a meme song and it's just great.
It is. It's a really good meme song, and that's the point. I feel like. And the other song that I was
Yeah.
that just straight up like annoys me is called Boss Bitch.
Boss bitch from what was it?
She
The
the Birds of
Birds of
Prey.
Prey movie.
Yeah, I do not like
I
that
mean,
song.
it was interesting.
Yeah, I it's not my thing. I mean,
But that's the one. That's when I say like she just tries to when she raps, she sounds like Nicki Minaj.
she
And
does. Yeah,
it's boring.
yeah,
You
and
know, I can't get with it because there's already a Nicki.
yeah, and
You know, like I'm listening to it right now, dude, and I can't like listen all the way.
yeah, it's not our thing. I mean, like I can see where like it'd be fun for other people to listen to, you know, who like her music or who are mega fans. Because I know she has a lot of. I actually know people who are like huge fans of hers.
Yeah.
I will say it's usually females. But
Yeah, it usually is. But I was surprised because when I had a lot of people telling me they wanted to hear Doja Cat, it was a lot of dudes.
Hmm.
Like they're like talk about Doja, and I was like, I don't know if you're messing with me or you're telling me the truth, like you actually want to hear this. But like, dude, it was a lot of
Yeah,
people
I
telling me
mean,
they want to hear Doja.
she's
And
popping
I was
right
like, all
now,
right.
especially with
Yeah, she is.
that remix of Say So with Nicki Minaj. Speaking of Nicki Minaj,
Yeah, speaking of Nicki.
and she also did a remix to In Your Eyes by The Weeknd
Mm-hmm.
that came out
Saw that.
today actually.
Yeah, saw that.
She was singing on
It's
there.
good.
It's not bad. Yeah,
I can tolerate it.
yeah. I personally don't like
That's
that
why, because she's
song
singing.
in general very much, but yeah,
But it
she's
works.
singing on there. But
Yeah. I don't know. She sings and it's better. That's how I feel about Doja. And then, I mean, do you want to move on to Hot Pink right now?
yeah, sure.
All right. So Hot Pink,
My dog is
in
really
this,
whining. Sorry, Ido, come here, come here.
it's okay. He's good.
He's like going crazy because he wants food.
It's good. He's a good dog.
Yeah.
Um, this album, Hot Pink, has a lot of different elements, you know, about it. Like for me, I think the music, like the sound of it, is okay.
Yeah,
I think it's
it's very
bearable.
different. I mean, it's like it's very
Mhm.
like 80s.
Yeah, there's a lot of like there's like 80 there's a lot of stuff going on in there, you know.
Yeah.
Like I kind of want to say it's like a mixtape album,
Mm-hmm.
you know, but it's kind of not cuz all the songs work together.
Yeah.
But what I don't like about this album are the lyrics.
Yeah, I agree.
Like they just don't hit like Amala's lyrics did. Um I feel like in this album she did what every like up and coming name out there has done or you know will do, and they just make mainstream music.
Yeah, it's very mainstream, and it's like it feels like a major step back for her, in my opinion. Like from the
Yeah.
uniqueness.
Hmm.
It
And I was oh god.
like she's still very unique in her sound, but it's not a sound that like I personally like the whole but
Hmm.
and then also the lyrics, it just seems like she didn't try as hard. Like I like don't usually say that, but it's like it really does feel like she took a step back with Hot Pink.
Yeah. Like there's songs I mess with entirely, but then there's others that are just aimless. And like I'll be honest with you, there's like there was literally no message at all in this album.
Yeah,
You know, like
it's
there was nothing. I didn't really get anything out of it at all, except that like every song is about sex. Like that's it.
yeah, literally every single song.
And but the thing is, that's her style of music, and that's what's bringing her money right now.
Yeah, it's just like not,
Like
but it's there's ways to make it like interesting. You know what I mean? And it just
yeah,
after a
and
while,
it
how many
just
songs is on there?
I think there was like 15. I don't know,
Yeah, like 15
don't quote me on
songs
that.
that are all pretty much the same idea. It's just
12.
12.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, they're just not. I don't know. Nothing about it was really like enticing to me. Everything was just like really like you sang about this in the last song. You already said that. You just flipped this like the sentence. Like, come on, you
Yeah,
know.
it's not.
But the only song that actually did make sense to me, or like I guess was a relatable song that I liked was Streets.
Wow, really? That's the only song I wrote down that I liked.
Really,
Yeah.
it was because like I said, it's the only one that makes sense.
I know. I actually enjoyed that song when it came on. I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, that's actually a good song."
hmm And then if you actually listen to what she's singing, it's like, dude, she's talking about the struggles of making a relationship work.
Yeah, it's a relatable song. I mean, it's different than the other stuff that's on there.
hmm
Um,
And I'm kind of disappointed that that was like the only one that had a somewhat of a meaning to it. Um, I mean, if we end up talking to her one day and she tells us the meanings behind all her songs, we can have that debate.
yeah, I'd
But
like to
like as
hear.
of right now, like Streets is the only one that had any kind of meaning, any kind of message.
Yeah.
To me at least.
The song "Better Than Me" kind of like it was kind of like a whole thing
Yeah.
about like jealousy and like like this person's not better than me, but then it's like blah blah blah. I don't know. That song was decent, but overall, I mean, I just was not vibing with this project, and probably the
Yeah.
main
And then she put
single.
Juicy in again, but with Tyga.
Oh, true. Yeah, another.
And it's like, dude, we already got a Juicy. Like, I don't. Why'd you have to put this on the album? Like, we could have had another song as good as Streets,
Yeah, she's milking it.
but you just chose to put Tyga in your song. Like, really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I wasn't with that
Yeah,
at all.
I liked the beat for "Rules" a lot. The beat was really cool.
The beat, yes, the beat for Rules was great.
It was fire. I love beats with that kind of like swingy guitar type of sound.
Yeah. It's got the like flanger going on with
Yeah.
it. Sounds like a jet.
Yeah, but the hook
Sounds
was
good.
horrible on that song. I hated it.
Yeah.
Like I could not. Like the beat
Yeah.
doesn't justify like me listening to that song. Like
Mm-mm.
because
I will say that I like the way she rapped on this one though.
yeah, her verses weren't
It
that
wasn't. Yeah, it sounded like she found how she likes to rap.
bad. Yeah, it's very stylized. It's very
Mm-hmm.
it's very unique in that song. Like finally, but the
Yeah.
hook was just not it for me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think this song is not. It's not on par with Streets for me.
Yeah, no.
But I think it'll be right under it on the rest of them that I like. Or
Mhm.
don't like. I don't really know. I just think this project was way too mainstream, and like I don't understand. Like even Say So, dude. That song is just, it's a good song,
It's catchy. I
It's
personally don't
catchy.
like it, but
but it's mainstream.
yeah, and I've just also
Like,
heard it like so many times. It's just one of those
way
songs
too
that's
many
like they
times.
play it all the time, and it's like okay. Then she releases the remix, and now the remix is gonna be played all the time. It's like I
Yeah,
really,
well, I think she said, I don't know if you saw this too, where she put on like Twitter or something, where if we got Say So to a certain amount of streams, she would show her tits.
yeah, and then it
And
happened, and like she didn't.
yeah, and it happened. She was like, "Yeah, just kidding," you know. And
Yeah.
it's like, I don't know. That just kind of goes to show how mainstream that song got. Like right now on Spotify, it has 402 million streams,
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's
and then her second most popular has 170, which is Boss Bitch, which I don't understand.
really yeah. I don't understand.
Yeah,
that
I don't
either.
understand, bro. Like,
That marketing team
why?
got to be crazy.
Yeah, I mean, maybe because it was Birds of Prey, like the movie.
Yeah, but no one
and-
saw that movie anyway. Like,
I don't know, dude. I think people will probably. Does it count if you listen to like the soundtrack? Like, is it on the Birds of Prey soundtrack? I'm sure it is, right?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So I mean, people will listen to soundtracks, so I'm sure. Yeah, it's right there. It's the first one on the Birds of Prey soundtrack
Oh, that makes sense.
or
Yeah.
album. So I don't know. it is what it is.
Yeah.
Um, Doja Cat.
Doja Cat. Yeah. I mean, it's for, for certain people, she's really a fun artist who, it's just like fun to listen to because a lot of people really don't like to think much when they listen to music. And I'm not saying like her music doesn't require you to think, but her most recent album, I would say, doesn't require you to think much.
No, I definitely prefer 2014 Doja Cat.
Mm-hmm.
If she just took who she was then and then, make another Amala album.
Yeah,
with
I
that.
liked Amala, and also something that's kind of interesting to note is that Amala came out like very close to Hot Pink. Like she didn't
Yeah.
take a whole lot of time to release Hot Pink. Like it was a year. Well, the
It was
deluxe
like
came out in the same year as Hot
same
Pink.
year as Hot Pink.
Yeah,
Which I mean, like that's normal. You can release a deluxe and then, release another album.
well, I mean the normal one came out only a year prior.
Yeah, but I mean, some artists do that. Some artists, just pump out music like that.
That's true.
Like who do I know? Like, dude, Logic pumped out like 3 albums in like a year and a half.
Yeah, luckily he's not doing that right now.
Yeah,
It's a conversation for another day.
Yeah, different conversation. But you know what I'm saying? Like, there's people that can just pump out music because they have it.
Yeah, I mean she can.
But then also it's kind of like it could be your downfall because maybe all your music's not good.
Yeah, but I mean people are vibing with it, so I'd say she just needs to keep doing what she's doing. She's doing great. I'm happy for her. I like a decent chunk of her music. I mean,
yeah. I was considering today. I was like, maybe I might add some of these guys to some of these songs to my playlist.
yeah,
maybe.
Same.
But I think that's really all I have to say about Doja Cat, if I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, me too. People who listen to her will continue to listen to her after this, and people who don't will probably not listen to her. I mean,
Yeah. That's how it rolls, Like, I'm not in any way discouraging anyone from listening to her. If anything, I'm encouraging you, go listen and, come up with your own opinion.
Yeah. That's important.
Because you never know, you might end up liking Doja Cat and, you put all her songs on your playlist, or you might just absolutely never want to hear her again, which is understandable.
Yeah, they're both understandable. I mean, before we did this episode, I had like from like a year ago or a year or two ago, I've had a couple of songs of hers on my playlists. Yeah. But yeah, just go check her out, form your opinion.
Yeah, I really don't know why this was so highly requested.
Yeah, well, here you go.
Yeah, that was our Doja Cat episode. I know it was short, but it's like there really wasn't a lot to talk about.
Yeah, I mean it's 2 full-length albums and a 5 or 6 song EP. Various singles. We didn't get to all the SoundCloud stuff, but if you want to check that out, you can.
Yeah, you can. I don't even know if it's still out there. I never looked. All I know is I read about it. But
do you want to shout out the people who recommended her? Because that was something we said we'd do.
Oh yeah. Where's my phone? Well, first of all, shout out to my boy Juan. He's just awesome.
Yeah, Juan actually texted me the other day, and he was just like, "I really enjoyed your most recent episode." It was the recap episode.
Oh really?
And I was like, "Damn, that's the first time Juan has texted me in like months."
Juan texts me maybe like every 2 weeks sometimes.
Really?
With like a song request. Not a request.
Recommendation.
Like a recommendation, yeah. He just sends me songs and I'm like, sweet. I listen to it, I'm like, dude, I fuck with this.
That's cool.
We talk about it for a little bit, which is really cool actually.
That is cool.
But yeah, let me see, let me get my list. Oh yeah, shout out to Tyler. Tyler was the one that highly requested. He was like, bro, Doja. And I was like, dude, I don't know. A lot of them were like anonymous people that like I don't even like really know that well. Let me see. It was a weird day. Like I had this Najar dude So shout out Najar. And then all those other people have me blocked now, so I can't even see. Great.
They have you blocked?
Yeah, their messages are gone. Or maybe, I don't know. I try to make a list, but definitely I had like 10 people
No, wow.
ask me. Yeah, can't find all their names. I got to keep better track of them though. But shout out to everyone that did request this. Yeah, I think it's gonna do it for me, man.
Yeah, that's it. This is episode 7.
I think, yeah, 7.
Well,
7 sounds good.
We hope you guys enjoyed. And we'll see you next week where we do something else.
Yeah, so I'm Adrian.
I'm Clark.
See you guys next week.
Peace.